Hey there, my name is Will, and this is a video for my aquatics channel. And I just got a new fish recently, and I thought I'd make a video and show him off. Alrighty, so this tank is a 20 long aquarium, and I have it in salt water. So I am growing some different macroalgae, a little bit of Caulerpa prolifera, and some dragon's breath macroalgae. And you might be able to see them, but I recently got a very small Tomini Tang. So he is currently almost 2 inches in length. So you can see him there. He's hiding a little bit behind the Caulerpa. I'm going to toss in some mysis and see if he comes out and swims around a little bit more. So you can probably also see I have a couple other small fish. Originally, I had set this tank up as just kind of a simple macroalgae tank with several mollies in, and they have been breeding for me. But when I found this very small Tomini Tang, I wanted to take him home, and this was going to be the best tank for him. I'm currently setting up a new 75-gallon reef aquarium, and that is an upgrade from my old 40 breeder. But that process is happening, but it's slow, and so I don't have a dedicated quarantine tank because my 40 breeder is going to be my new quarantine tank, but I'm slowly moving fish and coral into the new 75-gallon, and I will have a video hopefully up on that shortly. There he is, nice in the front. So anyways, the tank was originally set up for just macroalgae and mollies, just kind of a fun, simple tank. So the mollies started breeding and had some babies, and it was just not going to be super easy to catch these guys out of here. And they do not pose any threat to the new baby Tomini Tang. So I felt like it was fine throwing them in here. And I actually doubled my lights on this tank to crank up that algae growth a bit so that the Tomini has plenty of algae to snack on as he grows. He's not really taken to flakes at the moment. I think he will in the future, but for the moment, he likes his mysis shrimp, and he's constantly munching on algae. She, not sure on how you tell the sex of tangs, and it's probably hard when they're this young, but he really likes this rock back in the corner over here. So that's generally where I can find him, and see he's kind of hovering close to that rock because that is his favorite spot. And it's nice that he has a spot where he feels safe, but I also know where he is, so I can check up on him, make sure he's looking fat and healthy. So for filtration, I have a little just hang on the back right there, you can see in the left hand corner. and it's a simple just Aqueon hang on the back. And I did throw an extra sponge filter around the intake. Just kind of helps me catch detritus and stuff, and I can just wring that out without doing a water change, and it's almost like a mini filter sock. And then I also have just a very simple nano tank power head. Not a whole lot of flow in here, but just enough. So one of the reasons I wanted a Tomini Tang is they're supposed to be good enough for or I should say a 75-gallon tank is big enough for a Tomini Tang. Plenty of the other tanks need a whole lot of space, and that's just not something I'm trying to do. Get the Tang police on me. But also I like keeping creatures in appropriate size tanks and enclosures. I feel it can be a bit cruel if you try to put them in a tank that's too small. So this little Tang is going to be in this 20-gallon long for maybe a month. We'll see. There's nobody else to pick on him, and he's got the whole tank to himself, so he's going to grow out here. But then he's going to finish his quarantine in here and do a little bit more time to fatten up, and then he's going to head over to my 75 reef. I do usually keep a lid on the tank, but for this video, I thought I'd take it off and do a little top-down view. Currently, I'm just running some pretty basic Aqueon lights, and I don't have any coral in this tank. The lights do have a blue and white spectrum, but they seem to grow macroalgae just fine. So that's kind of all I need in this tank. But I did get a couple of AI hydras for my new tank setup, and I have been super impressed with the AI app and the overall performance of the lights and customization. Just really neat. So I will be sure to show off kind of the settings that I've chosen, and my ramp up and my schedule and all that good stuff, all the details on the lights in probably a future video. But for this tank, just some simple LEDs do the trick. One thing about the little Molly babies is their parents. The father was a complete black Molly, lyre tail, and the mother was a complete orange. So they've kind of got these black and orange kind of speckled bodies, which is pretty neat. So it's going to be nice to see their coloration when they're full grown, and they were birthed in full salt water. This tank usually sits at a salinity of 1.025, 1.024 to 0.025 is kind of where it sits. because I don't have any corals in here, so I don't need to really test alkalinity or magnesium. Just kind of do my basic test on here, just ammonia, nitrates, nitrites, etc. But I do really like the Caulerpa. I've never had it go sexual on me. I'm just kind of always trimming it back, and so it's constantly taking nutrients out of this tank, which keeps me from having to run a protein skimmer and other extra equipment on such a small tank. Alrighty, so this has been a video of my new little Tomini Tang. I hope you enjoyed watching. Be sure to check out my other videos, and I hope you have a great day. Thanks for watching.